We have analyzed all our recordings. Now is the time to make a quick review of the data and review of the results before we exit the test. Click on the review button in the bottom left corner. In the top left, we have the result table. I'm going to maximize this window. We recorded jitter from 8 action potential pairs. 1 out of 8 had blocking. You may recall our last recording had blocking. We can also see it at the bottom of our table. There were 57 discharges that blocked out of 149. So 1 pair out of 8 with blocking, which represents 12.5%. That has been rounded off, so that's why we get 13% blocking over here. The mean jitter was 45 microseconds. We also measured the median jitter. When we have one recording with very high jitter value, as in this case it was 191, the mean value may significantly overestimate the true jitter. The median is less sensitive to occasional extremes, and that's why we present both results. So in this case, the median jitter is normal, and therefore I would say the jitter study would be normal. Keep in mind that we are looking at only 8 action potential pairs. Ideally, we should be making these judgments based upon 20 or more recordings. I'm going to scroll up. So this was my first analysis, which was site number 2, pair number 1. This is site 3, pair 1, and so forth. And for each of those analyses, we have the tabulated data. The green color indicates normal finding. Here is one situation. We have two numbers, 6.1 and 6.2. This was site number 6, where we had 2 different action potential pairs that we measured for analysis. It was actually a triplet. If I wanted to have a quick look at a particular recording, I can click on that action potential pair, and I can go back into the analysis mode to review the data and to make any corrections if necessary. I'm going to go back into the review mode. As soon as I choose an action potential pair, it will automatically bring the traces on the right hand side. We also have a summary of result graphs. I'm going to maximize this window, and this is a plot of the interpotential interval versus interdischarge interval. This is useful to study the effect of firing rate. Now this is specific for that particular pair. On the left side, we have the jitter histogram. On the x-axis, we have jitter values. On the y-axis, we have the number of measurements. So each of this represents one jitter value. The green color indicates that the jitter is normal. The dashed line indicates the upper normal limit of jitter. So in this case, we have 7 pairs with normal jitter. The red circle indicates blocking, and we did have 1 pair with blocking. There was no recording in this data set with increased jitter only. That is, the jitter was increased but there was no blocking, and therefore we do not see that symbol in this histogram. So this is a very convenient way to look at the summary of all jitter analysis. Having reviewed all the data, I can exit the test by using the quick access bar.